It's one of the deadliest calls law enforcement officers in our country face. At approximately 5 o'clock this morning, a domestic violence call.
Here's I-10, I'm going to need you to cover Alpha 25 on a 273.5 in progress, 4054 Taylor Street, number 13.
8 minutes, and before police have arrived, the victim calls into the communications center. It will take 2.5 hours to learn the final outcome of this call.
Alpha 25 and 27, Sam 2 to copy. Now there's a male landline saying that he's been shot at that 925.
George Orwell penned, "People sleep peacefully in their beds at night only because rough men stand ready to do violence on their behalf." Our city is a violent city. We're told crime is down. The city is safe. Just a week ago, 5 homicides in 6 days, 3 in 1 day alone. Over the weekend, 2 more homicides. Early this morning, as people slept, a shooting in the north area, pulling units. Unfortunately, no canine, no air support, no CSIs, and the sergeant doing everything he can to bring the resources necessary to deal with both a uncooperative victim and the need to take the suspect in custody. What you're about to hear is 2 incidents that occurred in the middle of all that. One, generating an appropriate response, but we don't know the outcome, as we rarely do. The other, not so successful outcome. And please keep in mind, we're only hearing what's going on in half of our city during 2-channel operations. We're hearing what's happening in Districts 1, 2, and 3. Districts 4, 5, and 6 are operating on another channel.
Flight Alpha 32 to start additional unit needed for 952. It's going to be near Blue Diamond, 1802, C. Charles. The complainant security requesting pity for a naked female asking for police, unknown what she needs them for. 1802, C. Charles.
Sam 3, I copy.
Copy. Alpha 32, I'm getting you a cover yet.
Alpha 78 on 1.
Alpha 78, check, need you to cover on a 952, 1802, C. Charles.
2 Sam 3, I copy that call.
Okay, Sam 3, check.
Alpha 31, I can be en route, code 4 sector 6.
Alpha 78, code 4, put you back on 4. Check Alpha 30.
Hey, Alpha 34 and 31, 32, it's 20th Street and rear tracks. Alpha 32.
1 Alpha 30.
Yeah, can you have fire meet us at 20th Street and the railroad tracks to evaluate the behavior?
Copy.
We have a lot of questions about this incident involving a woman who is pleading for help that is naked, just blocks from our Crime Watch Center. It's been preceded by 2 other incidents where male black with dreadlocks has been described in one instance of dragging a woman by the hair into an alley just a block from our Crime Watch Center, and in another case an attempt to abduct someone, a female, in the same area. We've got a lot of questions about what's happening in our Midtown neighborhood.
Bravo 16, Bravo 35 on a cross. Sam 1 and Sam 3 to copy, 224810 Castle Way on a 921 in progress. The suspect is a female, black 30 to 40, 5'8", medium build, red shirt and jeans on a bicycle. She's got a lot of keys on a necklace and is going from car to car working Warrior water wheel. 224810 Castle Way.
Sam 1, I got that.
Sam 1 check.
Bravo 12, I could probably preempt so you don't have to cross.
Bravo 12 check. Bravo 35 so forth.
35, we copy.
Please understand we're not being critical of our dedicated police officers and the sergeants and watch commanders doing everything they can to pull resources they just don't have, often depending on the sheriff's department or the highway patrol or an outside agency to do what our city refuses to do, fund the necessary officers and their resources in our city. From this call that initiated of clearly a professional at work, we're in the middle of this shooting incident in the north area. It is no wonder that 19 minutes later, this broadcast follows.
Bravo 16, Bravo 12, all units to copy. The female took off in one of the cars that she was observed going through, so it's unclear whether it's a 10851 or not, a tan early 2000 Ford Taurus. And all units, that's going to be from 22480 Castle Way. A woman with a large chain full of keys was going through vehicles and reportedly drove off in one of them. Tan, early 2000 Ford Taurus. driven by a female, black, 30 to 45, 8 medium build, red shirt, no direction of travel from 224-810 Castle.
Because of the potentially deadly situation on Alberta Road in the north area, we don't know the outcome of the woman who was naked in our community. It could have been something that had nothing to do with violence. It could have been one of our mentally challenged individuals. The bottom line is we don't know, but we have an obligation to find out. With respect to the professional possible car thief, again, we don't know the outcome. We don't know if officers were able to track that vehicle down. The bottom line is 2.5 hours into a very serious situation, once again, our police officers showed their professionalism, their dedication to the job, up against sometimes insurmountable odds. Thank you. I appreciate you listening. And what you're about to hear has been edited down from approximately 20 minutes to 2 or 3 minutes to reflect the outcome of what occurred on Alberta Drive this morning.
Sam 2, there's going to be a special needs 23-year-old inside, a 15-year-old boy, as well as our target.
Our target has come out. Just keep eyes also on the house. There should still be a couple more folks inside.
Perimeter units from K9 Sam 9, primaries detained, calling additional kids that are outside the target location. K9 Sam 9, they're coming out now.
There should be nobody else inside the residence.
Sam 2, contact team's going to approach your house and clear the residence.
Officers are going to clear the house now.
K9 Sam 9, house is secure. We're going to be checking the backyard. Break perimeter units from K9 Sam 9. You'll have a team exiting from the back door into the backyard. Sam 2, you can code 4 the deeper.
Sam 2, check.
And H20, you can code 4. Thanks for your help, and we can break down the perimeter.
H20 copies.